was the injury to your leg that you left the game with on Thursday?
Me and another player, we kind of like hit knees, and then it just once that happened, I just couldn't. Once I tried to step down, I couldn't really walk on it. It just hurt too bad. So try to do that. I've been doing treatment for the last 2 days and just trying to get back. And today, it still hurt a little bit, but I mean I got through it and felt like I played good.
You guys
scored them 42-20 in the paint. What was the key to success to dominance down low?
Really just taking our time and just feeding the inside, just really just going straight at them, going at their chest, and trying to not focus on shoot outside shots, really focus on going inside and beat them in the paint.
Washington is known for having a great zone, and you guys haven't always played really good against zones. Was that maybe the best performance that you guys have had against the zone defense?
Yeah, definitely it was. I feel like we took our time. We wasn't throwing bad passes. We was attacking their zone, kicking it, getting it to high post. When we got into the high post, it was just we usually score when we get in the high post. So we just focused on getting in the high post, feeding down low, and everything was working good.
How different is that zone watching it on film versus playing it in person?
I feel like they get too spread out on the top, and I feel like leaves the bottom open. So that's why I feel like I was getting a lot of my points. They were too far spread at the top and just leaving the bottom open. So once we got in the high post, we could hit the corner or hit me. So it worked.
How did you guys feel after losing to Washington State and
It was terrible. The vibe was terrible. It was just bad, and we just knew that we can't after losing to them, we can't come to this game with our heads down. We just lost to them. Now what we're gonna do? So we had to come together, watch film, and we just picked each other up. And I feel like we came back, played a great game.
And your energy down low. I mean, even during the Arizona game, I was asking coaches, demanding the ball. So the zone is spread out, but demanding the ball, getting the rebound, scoring those points. You feel that kind of gets your team going even more?
Yeah, definitely. Those plays just gets the team hyped, gets the team involved. They show that I'm working hard. And I feel like that once I start doing that, everybody starts doing it. Everybody starts working hard. Everybody starts contributing and getting hyped. So I feel like it helps a lot.
Coach left you one-on-one on the block, no matter who the matchup was. How does that instill confidence in you, knowing that your coach believes in you?
A lot actually, because before sometime last year we used to trap a lot, just because I was kind of I wasn't as strong as I was, and I used to get beat easy. So I mean, him seeing that I can actually defend in the post. Good confidence builder.
Z, I think you hinted at one point earlier in the year about what you could do from the top of the high post area against zones, and then you had 6 assists in the first half maybe. Just can you talk about what worked for you guys against it tonight?
I mean, it's the way Washington plays their zone. They get really extended, and they don't really they're more focused on the 3-point line and our guard play. So anytime we were able to get into the high post, that was pretty much the center of their defense, and kind of the spot we needed to hit at that point. And I mean, like I said, it was tougher to get it there though, because I mean they got a lot of length, and those guys are really good at getting steals and stuff like that. So, but I mean, anytime I got it in there, I actually thought I wasn't as aggressive as I should have been, but I thought I made some really good passes out of there, got some guys going. Got Romello a couple layups. He kind of owes me for that, but I mean, I think I played pretty decent.
Was it a weird game in the first half? I mean, you were shooting well over 50%, but also double digits turnovers. It seemed like you never were able to get over the hump. Did it feel like that way?
I mean, yeah. Like I said, if you turn over the ball with them, I think they had 10 fast break points off of our 7 live ball turnovers. So, I mean, when you turn the ball over, you're playing into their hands. And it was kind of hard for us to fill out that zone at first. I know I bobbled a couple of them, and I was just trying to kind of fill it out and see where the pressure would be coming from and see where to pick my poison, pick my spots. And once I kind of figured it out, I think I did a lot better with that.
Did you guys almost come out angry today after that game on Thursday? Z, you look, even in warm-up, you looked like you were just bouncing off the ceilings, like you wanted the ball, you wanted the game to start, go.
I mean, I try to stay consistent with that. Every time we hit the floor, every opportunity we have to play, I try to bring excitement and stuff like that. But it was definitely a little added incentive being that we were coming off of a pretty bad loss on our account, and I think we really did a good job in responding. We had a really good practice yesterday, a really good film session. I don't know if I would call it necessary, but yeah, we had a good film session. And like I said, guys responded. We came out and played the way we know we can play. But I mean, I think we need to use this game as a building block as opposed to a high point in our season.
Is that?
He said that he didn't have you guys put up a single shot yesterday. Curious as to what your thoughts were on that, but y'all shot better tonight, so.
It kind of goes back to my previous statement. He's a lunatic. It's crazy. I don't think you guys really are grasping what I'm saying. He's really actually crazy. And I mean, I don't know if he mentioned to you guys, but he also had us running offense and then throwing the ball out of bounds at the end, as opposed to. I mean, I don't know. He's crazy. And but like I said, it was effective. I mean, guys knew what was at stake. We knew how important this game was, and that we didn't want our season to go down the drain, and that Washington State loss didn't define us as a team. And we wanted to come out and prove that.
So literally,
you guys are putting up a shot. What's your initial reaction? Is it like Coach Hurley being Coach Hurley, or like what is?
It's like, what do you mean? Like, we're at basketball practice. Like, what do you mean? We shot terrible from the field. What do you mean we're not putting up any shots? Like, and I mean, before or after practice, he wouldn't let anyone shoot. I mean, usually guys are staying in after getting an extra shots in. He didn't let anyone stay and shoot. So it was just kind of a weird way of going about it, but obviously it was effective.
Was film intimidating?
Yes, for sure.
How
for
so?
me, definitely.
Like how? What was he?
He was just telling us like everything we were doing wrong, like just really just going at us, just because we not play good at all. We didn't shoot good. He was telling us like we can't go like 2 for 20 from the 3-point line and still try to shoot threes. And he was just going at us. He went at me because I feel like I ain't really play good. So I mean, he let me know that too. So I mean, that just it hyped me up, made me want to go harder, made me want to do better this game. And I feel like I did that. So I feel like it was effective.
So you say he's referred to lunatic, but even when he's passionate on the sidelines, he's talking to the refs. You're talking to the guys when you come over. You just kind of grab him and walk him away from the refs so he doesn't get maybe another technical. What'd you say to him in that instance?
I mean, I think over time, it's not that much time, but over this 2 years that we've been together, I think we've grown a relationship to where we respect each other in a sense from a competitor standpoint. And you realize that, I mean, getting attacked in that instance when we're rolling and stuff like that, I mean, it could have been detrimental. That's a momentum shifter. I kind of just pulled him to the side, like, Coach, I got you. Like, trust me. Just trust me in this one. I mean, like I said, he respects me as a senior leader and captain. He didn't necessarily stop, but, I mean, it got him to kind of get away from him a little bit, and we were able to diffuse the situation and continue to play on.
So sometimes that Hurley sauce overflows a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's, like I said, he's a competitor just like us. And, I mean, that's his way of impacting the game, and he wants a game to be called a certain way for his team. And he doesn't really, I mean, as you guys see, he doesn't really settle for less.
Do you guys ever think about what would happen if you didn't have those stumbles, where you just, whether that's Princeton or the Washington State, or just what actually is possible for your team?
You can't help but think about that. Our season, like I said, we've showed flashes of a Final Four, Elite Eight type team, and we've showed flashes of a potential NIT team. So I mean, you can't help but think about the games that you gave up. The USCs were a possession away from getting our first road sweep. I mean, Nevada, you're up big, and I mean, you let them come back, and they still only lost one game this whole year. You could have been their second loss, and well, at that point, you could have been their first loss. And I mean, obviously, you think about those games, but I mean, the way this business works is just like it's another day. Like I said, we're gonna enjoy this and be happy about it, but when we wake up, it's another day. We got another opponent coming up, and that's pretty much the approach you gotta come in every week with.
Noah Dickerson was productive in his minutes, but he picked up a lot of fouls early. How are you guys able to draw contacts and get him into foul trouble?
I feel like my coach told me just go through his chest and go straight up. I feel like we did that. We attacked him hard early in the game, and it was effective. We really just wanted to go at him, go at every big. Coach told us to go inside and try to dominate the paint, and I feel like we did that.
Zylan, you and Lou were just beat off on a couple of alley-oops, and you finally got one in the second half. Can you talk about the connection you two share and what kind of joy it feels to finally get that?
I mean, I always joke with him about I'm a better lob thrower than him because, I mean, my lobs to him are usually complete or he misses the dunk. But, I mean, his lobs to me are either perfect and I dunk it or they're off and he blames me. And it's just kind of our relationship. But, like I said, I mean, the fact that he trusts me to go up and get some of the ones, he might throw it too high or too low or something, but he trusts my judgment, and I mean, like I said, that's something that we're just going to keep developing. We're going to keep getting better with it. And like you said, we were, inches off completing a couple big time plays that would have got the crowd involved and kept our momentum going. But I'm glad we were able to complete one. That's definitely a confidence builder going forward. And we just got to continue to work on it.